Okay, Seneca continued. Volo ut servatis disciplem accusative curiae. I wanted that you should preserve the discipline of the Senate House, the curia, or the rules. Hic, demonstrative pronoun, qualis cumque, also cumque est. He, this person, whatever type he is, quid de nobis estimabit. That's the normal future, the first type of future. What concerning us will he think? So this guy, whoever he is, whatever type he is, what will he think of us? Illo dimisso. That's with him being dismissed, sent out, which is Claudius. Primus, the first interrogator. It's singular, passive. So the first who was asked his centennium, his opinion or his sentiment. Here we have our nominative in our position, Janus Pater. It was Father Janus. Is demonstrative pronoun. This is Father Janus. Janus is the two-headed God who can see outwards and inwards, before and after. Designatus erat. He'd been chosen or designated in Calends Julius, that's the 1st of July, post meridianus consul. So he was a consul elect in the afternoon of the 1st of July, a homo quantum vis vefa, a man who was cunning, shrewd, as much as you like, qui semper, who always saw a blah 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 in Greek. That's forwards and backwards. Is multa diserte. Diserte is an adverb. So he many things, distinctly or eloquently, because vivabat in fora, because he lived in the forum, in the law courts, dixit, he said many things eloquently. Quae notarius, there's a nominative, which the notary or secretary who writes things down, persequi non potuit, because his secretary was not able to keep up with him, to follow him, and ideo non refer, and for this reason I shall not refer to, I shall not relate to the words, these many words he said. Nay, alias verbis, lest other words ponam, lest he'll place out or expose other words, unless he says the wrong words. Quae ab illo dicta sunt. Lest other words, I shall say, which were said by him, so this is so he can stay accurate. Again, multa dixit. He said many things. De magnitude deorum, that's the genitive plural. He said many things concerning the magnitude of the gods, or the size of the gods, or the magnificence of the gods. Non debere hunc vulgo dare honoram. Hunc and honoram, so that not ought to be given vulgo, dative, to the common people. So this honour ought not be given to common people. Olum inquit magna res. Once he said, it was a great matter, a great thing, erat it was, to be made a god. That comes from fit, dium. Yam fabam, it's actually got a capital F. Mimum facistis. That's like a miming act. Now you have made it a fabam mimum. In Cicero, that means something absurd. Itaquine. And so, lest I should seem, remember, it's a subjunctive after ut or ne, in personam, so in with the accusative means towards. So lest I should seem against the person, not to be speaking an opinion on the matter in rem, censio. Usually when it's in the Senate, this means he's making a proposal. So I put forward this motion, nequis, that not anyone post hunc hit diem, not anyone after this day be made a god, ex is qui, from these who, the Greeks going on about eating fruit of the earth, or from these, quo alit, which are nourished by Mother Earth. Qui contra hoc senatus consultum, Deus factus. So he, contrarily against this Senate's decree to be made a god, dictus, or said, visa enclitic, or depicted, erit, who shall be depicted against, in contrariness to this decree, to be made a god, him to be given lavis. This is plural of ghosts. He'll be handed over to ghosts. And in or sometimes with these ablatives you can have at the next games, the proximo munere, inter novos octoritos. These are accusative plurals. Amongst the new gladiators, I might make that the daily dictionary word, with ferulus, with iron, vapulare, to be beaten. It'll be decided or pleasing amongst these new gladiators for them to be beaten with iron, possibly iron rods, because they didn't indicate swords. Okay, Proximus, so the next in time, interrogated for his opinion. Yes, we've got a nominative. Was Despitor, genitive Phillips, the son of Vicar Pote, and Ipsan himself was a designated consul with a consul elect, Numa Oleolus. This is something to do with money, is the consul in charge of money. Back to the daily dictionary word, here we have Auctoritas. Seneca and Livy also uses it. Okay, so hoc quaestu, that's a fourth ablative. So by this income type, by this is the way he sustained about himself. So by this income he sustained himself. He made his living. Vendere civitatulus. He used to sell citizenship. He was accustomed to selling citizenship with a soul about there. Ad hunc belle, that's an adverb, acessit Hercules. To this man Hercules approached handsomely or beautifully, or must have walked well, and auriculam, a diminutive of the ears, and he grabbed his little ears, well, a ear. Senset itaque in haec verba, itaque, and so he gave his opinion, his decision, his thought in haec verba, in these words, in with the accusative, in takes ablatives and accusatives. Cum divus Claudius. So when the divine Claudius et divum Augustum, this one's an accusative, sanguine, by blood, contingat. That's touching on, it's probably means they're near. So divine Claudius and divine Augustus are near in blood or blood relatives. Nec minus, not less than the diva Augustam. Divine Augusta, his grandmother, which he himself was ordered to be a goddess, longeque, and by far omnes mortals, all the mortals, anticellat, stood out in front, in wisdom, that's another ablative most likely, and sit, and it might be, because it's subjunctive, from the republic to be someone who with Romulus is able to be, with Romulus himself, vorare, to voraciously eat, verventia repta, boiled turnips. Sensio, I propose, uti, that the divine Claudius, ex hac die, from this day, sit dios, he should become a god. That's also ut, so ut takes a subjunctive. So he proposes that the divine Claudius from this day on be made a god, ita ut, and so that ante-eon before him, qui, those who are, we've got ablatives here, by right of being the best, or by the law of the optimist, the aristocrats, factus est, those who are the best will be before him, eam qui ram. And this matter, ad metamorphosis of Ovid, we've got a gerund here, actually, looks gerundive, probably periphrastic, so this whole matter should be added to the metamorphosis of Ovid. Variae, plural. There were various sentiments, opinions, and videbor, and it seemed, Claudius nominative, Claudius vincere, to win, to prevail in his opinion. Hercules enim, for Hercules, qui viderat, who saw suum ferrum, his iron in igne, in a fire, or in the fire, modo hoc, modo illuc. Now he was here, and now he was there, cursibating. He was pacing around, and aebat, and he was saying, Noli dative me invidere. So don't envy me, don't begrudge me. Mea res agitur. Don't begrudge me that my resolution is being made. Deinde tu, that's the adverb, and then you. Then you, si quid, if there's anything, volo eris, that you want, in vicam, In turn, faciem, I shall do it. So then if there's anything you want, I'll do it in turn. A manus manum lavat. A hand washes a hand. Might be the left hand washes the right hand. Tunc divus Augustus surrexit. Then Divine Augustus got up, double genitive, in his opinion, in his place, dicende. Looks like another gerundive. Speaking of this sentiment in his turn, in his place, and summa facienda, and with the utmost elegance, disseruit. It's a past for he spoke aloud. Ego inquit. I, he said, PC, that's the senators. Vos testes habeo. I have you as witnesses. Ex quo Deus factus sum. And from that, when I was made God, probably from that day when I was made God, or that time when I was made God, nullum me verbum fecici. Me, I've made no words. I haven't spoken since the day I was made a God. Semper meum negotum argo. So I'm always about my business. I'm always doing what I'm supposed to. Sed non possum, but I'm not able, amplius, furthermore, any more, to dissimilare, to make this pretense, and dolorem accusative in the grief, quam, which, pudor is the nominative, which shame makes more heavier, continere. So I'm not able anymore to make this pretense, and I can't contain my shame, which is making his grief more heavier. In hoc terra and mariqui pacem pepere, that's a past. So in this, I've caused, or I've given birth to the peace by land and sea. Ideo civilia bella compesqui, that's a third verb. And for this reason have I checked the civil war. Have I ended, maybe means. Ideo legibus urbum fundavi. For this reason I've founded the city with laws. Operibus ornavi. I've decorated it with works. Ut quid dicam PC non invenio. So that, what can I say? I cannot find, fathers, I cannot find the words of what I shall say. Omnia infra indignatem. That's an accusative verba, so that's picking up here. All words, sunt, are, infra is a preposition below indignation. These are very low. The words can't say enough. Confugiendum est. It must be fled. Eduqui. And so it must be fled. Add. We've got genitives. Oh, here we go. Add plus the accusative. And so it must be fled to this opinion of Messale Corvinus, a most eloquent man. He's ashamed of his power, of the empire. He's ashamed of power. Hic PC, this man, fathers, who, to you, does not seem able to excitere a muscam. To stir up a fly probably means actually to attack it. So easily, occidabat, so easily he killed man. So it doesn't look like he'd hurt a fly, but he could easily kill man. Quam adsit carnus. As a dog sits. That'd be a saying, probably from dice. So like a bad throw. Sed quid ego. But what should I, concerning so many and talibus, such a type, virus is man, that's full. What shall I say concerning, day takes the ablative, so many and such types of man? Non vacat deflere publicus claudes. So that's the accusative plural. So there's not empty time to weep public disasters. Intuenti looks like a gerundive, probably periphrastic. The domestic evils or domestic problems should be looked over. Itaqui illa omittem. And so, accordingly, I shall omit here. I shall leave off here. Hey, these things I shall refer to. I shall relate them. For even if Sora, my sister, doesn't know Greek, I know it. Blah, blah, blah. The knee is nearer than the shin. Istai quem viditis. He, this something you turn your nose up at, him whom you see through so many years, latens, present participle, hiding under my name, hanc mihi gratiam ritulit. He has brought this gratia to me, this favour to me, ut, that the two Julias, pro neptes meas, these are his great-granddaughters, occidit, is killed. Alterum with Pharaoh and Alterum with Fame, one by iron and another by hunger.